Hey YouTube, it's Midwest FPV here, giving you the review on the JXD 509G. And the reason that I chose this is because, well, frankly, this thing is a extremely durable drone. And the reason I say that is because I had it a couple months now, and I've been flying it non-stop. Uh, as you can see, the landing gear is off. The reason, I'll get to that in just a minute, but first I want to show you. If these right here are the first blades that I've yet to change a blade. I've crashed it, oh man, countless times, ran into power lines. That's in one of my videos, that's why the landing gears got, because I broke it. But other than that, this thing's really super reliable. About a week ago, I had it stuck in a tree for about 18 hours, I want to say. Something like that, and the battery was left on that whole entire time. I ran dead, whatever. I brought it in, charged it, put it back in, started the drone, flew it around. It did great. Didn't last as long as it used to. I've had no puffing or nothing like that. It has, but it still runs. And I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say it's getting a little better each time I charge it and fly it, but I could be wrong. But anyways, it came with extra blades, which I don't need to put on. It came with extra guards, which I don't use, which I really need to, but I don't. The camera with this thing is actually not too bad. It's got a little bit of wobble. You can notice whenever you know, if you get it, you fly it. You can tilt it, you know, to say probably about 20 degrees or so. You can tilt that, but other than that, dude, this thing has done very well for me. I want to say, yeah, she's done very well. I'll get to the controller. This thing came with a 4 or 5 inch FPV screen. I want to say probably about a 4 inch, but which I want to let you know that says HD on the screen whenever you have the quad on. This screen is not HD at all. It's it's pretty much black and white, if you know, unless you're in an inside setting. If it's sunny outside and stuff like that, you might get a glimpse of you know, a little bit, but that's just the screen. The quad, however, is definitely HD. It's not the best, but it could be a lot worse. I mean, this thing is only 78 bucks. That's not bad. I got it off eBay. It took about a week to get here, and I'm glad I purchased it. I was a little eerie on it just because it's a kind of a toy grade, but hey, I've had a lot of fun. And you know, like I was saying, me having it stuck in a tree for almost, you know, a full day, and it turned on and it still worked, and I mean, it's living where I live. It's frosty almost every morning in the winter, so kudos to that. You can see, I mean, I guess that is the board for the camera, the FPV. I mean, it's completely exposed and it still works fine. There's no cutouts, no nothing like that. The range on this thing is like 400 feet, 100 meters, 150 meters, something like that. Yeah, other than that, this thing is a awesome beginner FPV drone. I highly recommend it to anybody. But I will say this, when this thing, like with the landing gear and stuff, I fly it without it, which I shouldn't, because once I get this thing up with the altitude hold, as you can see here, this thing bounces back to center, has altitude hold. This thing does not want to come down very fast as it is, and especially without that landing gear, makes it less heavy on the bottom. So it takes a long time for this thing to come down. That's kind of why I got it stuck, so I had to kill the motors, and it fell, which was like a foot from missing the tree, but I caught the very top, which really sucked. But other than that, this thing is actually really freaking fun. I really enjoy flying it. It's probably about 5-minute flight time. Normally 5-minute flight time is what it would have been. Now I probably get 4 minutes. just because it got stuck. You can get new batteries for this. I haven't done so yet, and I need to. Like I said, I have another drone on the way, and I'm more stoked about that than this. And this probably won't get as much flight time out of it, just because I've kind of run out of the altitude hold. I'm not really a big fan of that anymore. I used to like it, but I'm not a video guy. I like to race. So this right here is, just for somebody that's wanting to start FPV, wanting to go out, have fun, get some pretty cool shots, And this thing handles alright in the wind. I've actually had a pretty good luck out of it. It hasn't blown away or anything like that with me, so I will give it, kudos. It's got that 3-speed gear right here, which really freaking helps, because where I live, I get, some days it's like 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so... But yeah, I will say Pioneer did a really good job with this. Out of all, the other drones I got over there and all that, this thing actually does really, really good. So yeah, they're doing something right. But I will say, yeah, well, that's pretty much it. This is be my first review. Sorry if I'm, kind of going back and forth between things, but this is my first, actual vlog, if you would say, of a drone. But most of my channel after this will be going to that racing drone that's on the way, and, my first start with it. I will do a review on that, and I probably will do a review on my Skyrider drone that's right there. And I got 6 of the drones laying around, so I'll probably get onto those. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and if you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe. Like I said, so much more coming. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Peace.